5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for all the
What?
Good morning.
This is good morning.
Good
It's
morning,
really
everybody.
Good morning.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to respond to your text message, your comments in the donut gallery because all comments have been turned off for this broadcast.
They won't be able to.
Well, we can't respond to them because we're like in the past, not in the future or the present.
Huh?
I know, I'm tired. So we're recording this in the middle of the night. It's like 2 in the morning. And so if you're making comments right now, hopefully one of us will be in the donut gallery. I'm going to be really busy on Saturday at 11 a.m. So I might not even be able to be in the donut gallery.
I will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Barb's going to respond to your texts and comments, but she'll be in the donut gallery too. So we can't like say, hey, so-and-so's watching because we don't know if you are or not. You might have slept in. So. No yawning, it's only
I know.
11 a.m. All right, hey Barb, we're going to show off the light show.
Oh, yeah,
Here we go.
I figured tonight would be this morning would be the perfect time to
We
wear it.
can't do this in the daytime.
No. Isn't this awesome? my light up diddly bop. So, special occasion. We like our preference is to record our shows live.
And we are recording live. We're not stopping
Well,
this.
that's true. And we are live, right? I mean, we're live.
Yeah, hopefully it won't stop on us because this is the third time we're trying this today, too. So, hey, what are people going to need for their craft today, Barb?
Craft today, you're going to need, if you've got something called, it's a paper clay, if you've got some of that laying around, a rolling pin, I've got little stamped like letters that I use for like I don't do scrapbooking.
How much is this going to cost them this week?
Nothing. They might have this stuff laying around. I had it laying around. It's been sitting around for a while waiting for me to do something with it. And then a piece of lace, a little piece of wax paper or something. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it.
I was fixing our donut. Our donut was getting crooked.
I'm getting hungry now. Donut would be good.
If you are a donut company and you're watching, you'd like to sponsor the Barb and Danny Donut Show, we'll take free donuts for doing the show. Yes, we'll send them out as thank you gifts. No, we can't. We have to save those and send them out to our folks watching the show.
Well, the sugar's not good for me anyhow.
All right. Well, folks, I think we need to get some energy going. It's time for the Barb and Danny Donuts theme song.
Yay! I can take it.
Ow.
Jeez.
Rolling from city to city, spreading lots of laughter and good cheer. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. All we have is now, and today we are here. Big gonna keep on turning, laughing, loving, and learning. Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts. Woo! Come on, get up and dance, everybody! Yeah! You woke up this morning, that's a good thing. What you gonna do on the Saturday? Get up and off your fanny and dance with Barb and Danny. We got a fun-filled morning, laughter and play. Big gonna keep on turning, laughing, loving, and burning. Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts. Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. So, what are we going to do first today?
Are we going to do craft?
Yeah, why don't we do craft time?
Okay. Oh, should we do craft time?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Why
got
wouldn't
time.
we?
Because you're not gonna have something to plug in. My Barb's Butterfly World little segment.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't get around to getting Barb's Butterfly World, but hopefully it'll be back next week. But yeah, I think it's time for craft time.
Welcome back. So what we're going to make today, I bet you a lot of you haven't heard of paper clay, but it's really fun to work with because you don't need a kiln and a kiln to fire it and make it hard. It just dries by the air. And I made one up. It's not completely dry yet, but what I made is just a little sample of what we're going to do today. It's just a little, what do I want to call this? It's like a little charm, I guess, or it can be anything. It can be an ornament. I'm going to use it as a little decorative charm that's going to be on a vase. And what it is I embossed lace into here, and then I used some little rubber stamps, and I pressed in a word inside here. And I just did pretty much like an abstract kind of shape. But anyhow, I'm going to show you. I'm going to let this still needs to dry, so I'm going to set that aside until later on. I'll work with that. What I want to show you, though, is what this stuff looks like. And it comes in, this I bought at Michael's. It's called, oh, I can only show, I got the price thing on here, the receipt. So it's called Das. That's, well, I guess that's the manufacturer. And it's modeling material, air hardening. It's basically paper clay. So if you ask them for it, they'd be able to show it to you. It's where the regular clay is too. And anyhow, since this dries by air, when I take a piece out of here, I just seal it back up, tape it back up, and I put it into my Rubbermaid, airtight container so it doesn't dry up on me prematurely. So I'm just going to set that aside. I had already gotten a ball out, and I added a little bit of water. I just wet my fingers and I tapped it on here, and then I just squished it all together, got it nice and soft. And you're going to press it down. I'm working on a little piece of freezer paper, just because it's a nice surface, it doesn't stick to things. And then I'm going to take my rolling pin and I'm going to roll this out. And since it's a smaller piece right now, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to roll it. And all I'm going to do is just gently peel this back again when it sticks like that. And you just want to get this to be about the thickness that you want. And we're going to go with probably like about an 1/8 inch. I don't want it too thin, and yet I don't want it to be too thick. So you'll just experiment with it yourself. And what I'm going to do, what I love doing, is taking lace and rolling it in here just to make an impression. So I had some lace that I had bought. You can get this at I don't think Michael's, Joann's you can, or else just look around the house. I had some laying around the house. And lay it across your clay where you'd like the impression to be. Then take your rolling pin again and just roll the lace down in. What it's going to do is give enough, you don't have to press really hard, but it's just enough to get the lace pressed in there. Then just gently lift it up and you've got your pattern in here. And then I have these really tiny little stamps. They're the alphabet, and they're for like rubber stamping. But they also work because, keep in mind, you normally would ink the letter, and then that's what you would press on paper, and it would leave the letter print. Well, the rubber part of the letter is raised, so you can also use this for this project. And I grabbed the letters I wrote down. I picked out laugh. So I'm going to write laugh on here. And just space it however you want. I'm just going to go L. And it doesn't have to be really super straight. In fact, I kind of like it being a little haphazard because it looks a little, it just adds a little playfulness, a little personality to it. So just gently press these in again. If you press too hard, all that ends up happening is you get the edges of the little wooden piece that this is on. It's not the end of the world. So there, I got laugh put in there. I'm going to set that aside. And then you can cut this out freehand if you want. Just take a knife, just a small, this is a paring knife, and you can carve whatever shape you want in there. Or you can take like a glass, if you've got a cookie cutter, that would be great. I didn't have a cookie cutter the shape I wanted. And you know what? I don't know if I want to use, yeah, that'll work. So just place your cutter where it's not, where everything's going to be included, where you're not going to cut off any of your, like my saying, I don't want to cut out the word laugh. And you're just going to want to press down, and then also because this isn't a cookie cutter, you need to kind of twist it to get it to really separate. And then pull apart the rest of this clay. You could use it if you wanted to for a different little project right away, but since we're not, what I'm going to do is put it back in my, you can reuse that part, so just save your extra pieces and put it back in your airtight container. And then you are left with this cute little coin shape. Now, I can't tell you how long it takes to have this air dry. I do know that I would at least give it 24 hours. I tried finding the information on the bag and it wasn't on there. And it's written in so many other languages, but it doesn't tell the basic information about how long it takes to air dry. So give it a good 24 minutes or 24 hours. And if anything, Google it and you'll be able to find how long it'll take. So what I was doing right there is just removing a little bit of the extra roughness, the little extra clay that I don't want there. And I can gently lift this up. Another nice thing that'll happen is even though there's rough edges on here right now, I could do two things. I could take, in fact I will, got a little bit of water here. I'm just going to, so much for these crafts being longer than I plan on. Two things you could do to smooth the edges. You could wait until it's totally dry, and then you could take a little bit of sandpaper and just gently rub the sides of this when it's completely dry, and it'll get nice and smooth. Or you can just wet your finger and just like you would with normal clay, and just rub that around the edges of this clay, and it'll smooth out the edges, so it'll dry nice and smooth. And then what we need, because I'm making this into a charm, if you wanted to make it into an ornament, you'd need to do the same thing. I have a straw. It'll work perfect for just cutting a circle in there. And the reason why straws are really nice is because it takes that whole piece of the clay out and you're left with a perfect hole on both sides. So this is completely done. I'm going to show you from up above there. See how it says laugh? It'll dry, air dry like this. And then I'll also try and show, I'm going to probably hold it on my straw so you can kind of see it right there. Actually, maybe I'll just hold it like this. This gets kind of, so there is the ornament or charm. You can use these for all kinds of things. And I'm going to go back to, just to give you an example, I'm going to, this is my vase of flowers that I have, and what I want to do is just have this be like a little decoration that's going to be hanging on here. So what I'm going to do is, I have a little jump ring. I just made something out of metal. What I'm going to do is, because I've got that hole, I'm going to insert my jump ring into the hole, close it up. I've got some jute string here, and let's see. I'm going to put the jute string through the jump ring. So it's like this, sort of like a necklace. And then take my, I'll turn this around so you can actually see it. Let's see, how are they? Should I do it this way? Let's see. Still a learning process here. So we're going to put that about there, twist the jute string around, and then I have to tie it this way. I can't see it the other way. Tie the jute string. I'm going to tie a little bow, and then you can cut the ends. And I would have tied that just a little different angle. Okay, so there you go. You got a little charm for your vase just to make it look nicer, just a little extra decoration. Or else, like I said, you can make this be back to Christmas again, because it's not July anymore. Well, you could still use it as a Christmas ornament, hang it from a present would look really nice for a gift tag, but all sorts of things. Just use your imagination, have fun with it. Have fun with play with the clay and have fun. Careful.
Hey everybody, it is time for our new feature.
Should we get a chair for you?
Oh, you're sure.
Oh, are you? Aren't we gonna share reading it? Careful. Where did you get this book, Danny?
Well, last week I was back at
Should I
home
turn it around?
in Ottawa, where my mom is, and my sister and niece were up from Texas, and they were going through a lot of old things and stuff. And I don't remember this book when we were little kids, but somehow they found it, and they weren't going to donate it to anyone.
1974 it was from.
Yeah, I was 4 years old.
Troll Associates, that sounds
And
good.
anyway, today we thought we would add story time. You know what? I don't think we need this in here anymore. So
We don't.
let me.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
I know. Why don't we just do a transition here?
That's
Hey.
Anna.
All right. So I don't remember this book when we were little kids, but
I never heard of it.
yeah.
My family never had this.
Oh,
book.
and I used to get to read. That was cool when I was a substitute teacher. One of my favorite things was getting to read books to the kids, or letting kids read books to me and
Did
stuff.
they like hearing you read book stories?
No, most of them were fidgeting and stuff, but there's
Oh.
a few. You know.
Well, that doesn't mean that
I
they don't.
enjoyed it though. I enjoyed reading these little silly books, and then today we're going to share today's book. Let's discover F words. Yes, a troll picture.
Your mom
picture
got this for
dictionary.
you?
I'm guessing so. You know. Written by Robin Sopraner and pictures by Louise Gordon. F. Face. The front of your head is called your face. A face has two eyes, one nose, and a mouth. Francine is facing you. Her face is turned towards you.
That's an F word.
Yes, face.
I never
Okay, you get to pick an F word now.
Okay. Anyone in here?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, it's also a 4-letter word. Fish. Fish live in the water. They have fins to help them swim. They have gills to help them breathe. Some fish are tiny like minnows. Some are very big, like swordfish and sharks. There's that part.
I'm going to jump ahead because, like you, it is alphabetical, right? So we need to get to some later on here.
Oh, that's a good F word.
Well, you can do that one. Ooh, we'll do this one because Barb's always talking about this. This is fountain. Water comes out of a fountain. Felice is getting some water from the drinking fountain in the park. It doesn't say bubbler. It's not a B word. It's an F word.
Bubbler.
And do you see another fountain in the park? Yes, there's a drinking fountain, and there is the Buckingham Fountain in Grant Park.
If
There
they
you
would
go.
just not call both of them a fountain, it would be a lot easier for a person that's looking for something to drink to be able to say, "Where's the bubbler?"
I don't think we have too many viewers from Wisconsin. Why is that? You spent so much time in Wisconsin and hardly anybody from Wisconsin watches our show.
I don't know. I send out notices.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get much help, Barb. I don't think there's going to be a
Okay.
whole lot of people going, bubbler, bubbler.
So here's another.
You said you had a good one.
Oh, well, oh yeah. Okay, it was because
it was farther back.
I'm getting hungry. Food. It's another 4-letter F word. Food is what we eat or drink. Meat is food. Vegetables are food. And ice cream soda is food too. I shouldn't have read. Yeah, we got root beer in the refrigerator.
Ooh. Here.
And I can't go to sleep when I'm hungry, so.
Okay, well, Barb also has an affinity for frogs, and frogs are a 4-letter F word.
Ooh.
A frog is an animal. It can jump and make a croaking sound. Ribbit. Ribbit. What did you think frogs are saying when they're...
Oh,
Barbara.
Yeah!
Barbara. Barbara. Barbara.
Stop it!
All right, but we know the question you guys are all wondering, are there any FU words? Yes, there is an FU word.
Of course there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them.
We're gonna teach you four FU words.
Okay, so 1 is fun, 1 is funny, 1 is
fur, and 1 is furniture. Those are your FU words. So FU.
Yeah, 4.
Huh?
Yeah, 4 FU. Yeah.
FUN, FUNNY, FUR.
FUR.
Fur,
Fur.
and FURNITURE, furniture. And that, my friends, is Let's Discover F Words. Available in the library. Back to school, kids.
I wonder if Amazon would have that.
And we should, we have a librarian, Lori, who watches once in a while, and she works at a school library, so we'll have to check to see. Maybe we can donate this to Lori's library.
I'm sure she'd love it.
All right, guys. Well, it's time for the Danny Donuts song. Yay!
Yay! Let's hear the kids.
We have this.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yay! It's time for the Danny Donut song, and in honor of the Fest for Beatles fans, I gotta do a Beatles song, right? Well, this one is a deep cut Beatles song. It would be on the White Album, a George song that he wrote about Eric Clapton. I know you Beatle fans already know what it is. The rest of you, you're going to not hear the Beatles version. You're going to hear the Danny Donuts version. I wrote this one back at least 10, 12, I think 12 years ago. Yeah, it says 2008. Danny and Jim Marlowe wrote this together. So we performed it at Pierogi Fest a bunch of times, and I've even performed it at Beatle Fest once or twice. But here we go. It's a parody of Savoy Truffle. She said to me, you better eat right. The cookie jar is no longer in sight. Vegetarian times is the source of my blues. But I don't think I can ever learn to enjoy falafel. Soft serve ice cream used to be such a joy. This frozen blob they say is made out of soy. No more steak, just exotic foods. But I don't think I could ever learn to enjoy falafel. I think I'm getting weak. But there's a chicken leg I might just have to sneak. If she catches me, she's gonna nag. But this healthy eating is such a drag. But I don't think I could ever learn to enjoy falafel. They say you are what you eat. Well, at least I'm not just a piece of meat. I'm sure I'm better off instead being a slice of stone ground whole wheat bread. I dream of some ribs on a barbecue grill. A plate of lasagna would be such a thrill. Deep dish pizza and all the toppings and choose. But I don't think I could ever learn to enjoy falafel. No, I don't think I could ever learn to enjoy falafel. Yeah. All right. Well, I sent that one out to Barb, who always would take us all to Zaytoon. If anybody was within a 200-mile radius of Bridgeport, she'd go, oh, you gotta go to this place called Zaytoon. And it was in our old neighborhood, and good food, but yeah, they serve falafel there. Ugh. So, no. What, you like falafel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on up.
You didn't?
No, that's why we wrote the song. Not only because falafel sounded like truffle, but...
It doesn't necessarily mean you believe in the song. I thought you had their falafel wrap. Oh, it was so good.
It was so dry.
So...
You needed so much
They had
sauce.
cucumber, yeah. And they had tomatoes and, cilantro.
Barb is hungry. I like cilantro.
Oh, God, that
and then
would
they'd
be
have that
so
baklava,
good.
like
That
stick
would
to
be
the
so...
roof of your mouth. Was it, or what's the dessert? Is the baklava the dessert?
Oh, yeah, baklava.
And it would like stick to your teeth, and you need like a chainsaw and a chisel to get it off.
No, it was our grandmother's recipe. It was delicious.
Mm-hmm. All right, hey Barb, are you ready for your song?
I am.
Boy, last week was that a hotly contested one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at what we saved here. I saved the scoring. How close it really was.
We put a lot of thought into the song because obviously it's got to be something that I know, something that's not super easy. You wouldn't believe how many songs the first the first couple words of the song is
the title.
The title.
Yeah. Well, look at last week. We have Donatus at 34:39. Just a few seconds later, Albert comes through. Jackie is just 1 second after Albert. Becky just 2 seconds after that. Ashley just 3 seconds later. Frankie, come on. Theme from Mahogany. Do you know where you're going to? And then Big D, 34:55. So.
Wow, so 34:39 up to 34:55 we had
A whole bunch
like
of
20 seconds.
all correct answers, but Donatus beat them all. So
yeah, it was close.
All right, let's see. I think it's time for Barb's song today. Now, we have a real interesting one for you guys
today.
There's a little
twist.
Yes, in fact, a little twist.
I was like, what's that?
So let's see. You guys are all going to know this song. In fact, it's so easy, but we're going to really make it hard for you.
I think
you
the
probably
title's
know
kinda tricky.
It is. It's very tricky. You probably know the 1956 version, and we expect you to put that in the comments, but we're going to give the prize, which is a winning pine cone. You want to get a pine cone out? Brought to you by Beth. It's a handcrafted pine cone forever flower by Beth, a Southwest Michigan native artisan. She takes pine cones and treats them and turns them into flowers, and then they still open and close even if they have paint on them and all that.
Yeah, and they're weatherproof, so if you do put them outside, they'll be fine. I just wouldn't want to. Yeah, they're just so pretty.
They are.
I wouldn't.
What? You don't want to put them outside?
I wouldn't want to chance.
Because the little squirrels will eat them off. Oops, sorry. Or don't bring them on the show. Cause
he's the wild bull in the.
Right. So Beth from Alterations Always. If you would like to order any of Beth's things, she has an Etsy site, etsy.com/shop/alterations.
Well, you can just send
us
a personal message or something.
Put in the comments.
And we'll hook
you up.
Information.
Or you could win. You can win.
So get your fingers ready.
Or, if you subscribe at the $250 sustaining level, then
you could probably put a flower in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so you to win, you are going to put the popular 1956 title in the comments.
Just the title?
Just the title of the 1956 one, plus the original name of the song, which goes back. Thanks to you, Albert. We've been digging back to the beginning of time, 1860s. Yes, the 1860s, and almost
this one too.
Yeah, and almost 100 years later, 100 years later, they.
So it doesn't matter which order you put.
But we need two titles, so it's the same song. Two titles.
Right, two separate titles. It has one from 1860 and one from. We shouldn't have told them the year.
Oh, only Rachel will find that out for the year. All right,
or
here
Albert.
we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hands on your buzzers.
Okay.
Here we go, and... the fish got away. And just in case none of you got that. Oops. Come on, Barb. if anyone got it or not, because
I
like we
hope
said,
so.
we're pre-recorded, but we were looking for the first one who has both titles, the
And let's
1956
just
popular
cheer.
one.
Let's just cheer that somebody won it. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yay! Yay!
And I think we deserve a good one of these.
Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Yay!
That's 2 cheers. That's why they say 3 cheers. Hip hip hooray 3 times.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's really
Hip hip
9
hooray!
cheers.
Hip hip
Yes.
hooray! Hip hip hooray! So congratulations,
And
whoever you are.
if nobody got it, then we'll have to leave it up for in the week. So stay tuned and read the comments, and we'll announce on Facebook who the winner is. So
Okay. So now.
it's game time.
Yay! Okay. What do we have to do to set up?
I forget. What are we playing?
Oh.
It's this thing. Oh, we're gonna shoot. Barb got these. Sandy was moving out, so she got these
I
springs.
saw
She's
these
like, "You want
cool
these
things."
springs?" And I'm like, "Of course."
this-
Yeah.
I know, but this is how I think, because it's like these. I have no idea what to do with these things, but I thought they were just cool. They were laying there. I don't even know what they're used for. And I took a picture of them and I sent it to Danny. I'm so thoughtful, such a thoughtful, loving
We
wife.
can
And I
be
said,
elephants.
Do you want these? No, we're not going to be.
No, we are actually going to
Yeah.
shoot ping pong balls, because we love playing with ping pong balls on the Barb and Danny Donut Show. Going to shoot ping pong balls through the donut. So let's just get set up here.
We have a minute's time, and we're going to count how many go through the donut. Actually, you can help keep track too, because it's kind of tricky. You got to put the ball here, and you got to. So you can help us count, okay?
And we're going to introduce Action Cam. So here we go.
So is this camera pointing in the right?
No, I'll get it. I'll get it
I can just turn it, I think, just a little bit.
that way. And slide it down.
Right there. How come it's not split screen?
It will be. Here, hold that.
Okay.
And let's see. Need to add that in. Uh-oh, we're not adding you in. Let me see here. Select all cameras. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I gotta get the music going. Okay.
So we're gonna do this for a minute each.
Do you have the? Okay, so the ball's there.
Yep.
You need a line.
Do we have something to?
Here, this will be the line. So you have to stay back
Okay,
there.
yeah, we have a start line, so we're both doing it fairly. And do we have a timer, or is the music?
Yep, the
on for a
music's
timer?
going to be the timer.
Okay.
So.
Music's a timer.
Thanks to Gintis for this one. Here we go. You ready to start?
Kind of, but.
Go!
Okay. Okay, so I get an X. There's no music.
No. Ready? Go!
Oh! I forgot how to do this! Oh! Oh! This is harder than I remember! One!
Hey, you got one.
Oh! Oh! Two! Ha! Oh! Oh! It goes to the... I did much better during practice.
Too high.
Oh! 3 I got? 4! 4! That was 4. 5! I believe. Ooh. Ah. That's longer than a minute.
Yeah. Must be on stuck.
Okay, so I got 5. That was longer than a minute. Did you pick the right music?
That's fine.
Or just doing it for a minute?
All right,
So which
I'll go
way-
back to some other music then.
Yeah. That was kind of irritating.
Dentist made that.
Oh!
That's the screen. That's the screen. And turn it around so it's on you.
Why?
Because you had it pointing at nothing. And
So
we
now it's on.
need to pick up the balls
Right.
here. So I don't know. You guys can argue about it, but I think Barb had one. She was claiming she had one more than she really did. So.
I might have lost count. I really thought I. So I guess we won't find out who won this either.
No, if it's a lot. How many do you think you had?
Well, okay, so I remember when I thought I had 5. I ended up with 5. And I
All
know
right.
the question is
Well,
if
if-
I had 3. I had 1, 2, and I thought I had 3, and then I counted 4.
So you either had 4 or 5.
Yeah.
4 or
So
5.
you'll have to let us know, viewers also.
So if I get 6,
I'm not trying to cheat.
If I get 6, I automatically win.
Okay, so now I gotta turn this around.
On me. Okay, but first I am going to use a different song here. Well, we use this one from Gentis. It's just over a minute long. Here we go.
Just showing you.
Oh. Ooh. Ah. Can't even see it up there. There we go.
Oh, that didn't even go through.
It did? It
No,
was in.
it went in and came back out. I don't know
1. Oh. Hey, watch. 3D. Oh.
It's tricky to get that.
Hey, enough of your comments. I hear you guys. I hear you guys commenting. There. Oh.
It's harder to do this.
There's the winner.
It's harder to do.
Oh, it is.
So if anybody wants to purchase parts of this game, let's see, I can stand over here.
Yeah, I will just move you back.
We for the right price, maybe we'll include this for a high sponsorship. We can include 2 sets of these.
And speaking of sponsorship,
Shouldn't have said where we got them from. Well, we got them from Sandy, but you know we paid a pretty penny for them, so. But yeah.
it is time to tell you that we do appreciate you sharing the show, and for the tip, if you're able to tip, we always love that because it keeps us going and stuff. And we like to thank people for tipping us, so we send out thank you cards and send out some Ben artwork and stuff. And for those of you that like to give just a little bit more in honor of the Fest for Beatles fans,
What do you got this time?
look at this, sealed to VHS. It's Alf Bicknell's personal Beatles diary, including the original Paul McCartney tour footage supplied by Paul. Fabulous video tour containing rare vintage film clips and featuring 15 songs by Paul McCartney and the Beatles.
He was the road manager.
And it's a book, too. So 2 VHS and a book at the $100 level.
You always pick stuff we haven't even watched.
I know. Well, you know, if we're not going to watch it, if we haven't opened it up yet, I've been preserving this one, but $100 and we'll send you that. And later on today at 2 p.m. Central Time.
Later on today?
Yes, Saturday. No, Barb. They're watching it on Saturday. So we were going to plug.
This is where I get really confused.
Yes. We're
It's
pre-recorded, but we recorded this live, and we're not editing out these conversations.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we are. The Sgt. Sauerkraut's Polka Band is performing today, Saturday, at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. We're going to be on the Fest for Beatles Fans Facebook page. We're going to be performing live with a multi-camera
live.
professional video shoot. Moondog Productions, Rob Bird here in South Haven, is going to be doing the video for us. If you are local, want to come out, just
Even if you're not local, if you want to come out.
you got till 2 o'clock. It's
From
only,
Chicago,
it's only
we're
12.
an easy 2-hour drive.
It's not even noon in Michigan, so you have 3 more hours.
Yeah,
If you can make
you
it
have
here in
time.
3 hours, we're going to be playing for just under an hour.
They're
Sauerkraut
having
Polka Band.
people. It's going to be
BYO.
yeah.
Everything. Bring your own chair, bring your own food, bring your own drinks, bring your own everything. Plenty. It's in the rural area, plenty of room to socially distance.
There's
The
a porta
information,
potty.
the information will be on our Facebook pages, but
There'll be a porta potty there. There'll be a hand sanitizing station.
and you can park on the road.
Social
and
distancing.
There'll be a dog there too. So.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
People
and then,
need music to help heal them.
And where are you going to catch live music now? So we're doing a private residence party.
I'm gonna catch it right here.
And also, the Fest for Beatles Fans going on all weekend, all day today, all day tomorrow, and a lot of that is on Zoom. I'm going to be performing again tomorrow night with Big D and Tony Giangreco. So check that out, thefest.com. And tickets are only $44. You pay more for parking at the Fest for Beatles Fans than what you can get.
Wow.
So it's a really, really good deal.
No lines to stand in.
No.
For the bathroom.
No
anything.
autographs either. I mean, that's why you would stand in line to get their autograph. You weren't going to be able to shake their hands anyway with this COVID stuff going on. You know, even the elbow thing. So, all right. So that's our show for today.
Who else are we gonna promote for next week?
We don't know if Gintis gonna go home and do a show tomorrow on Sunday. He might. You know. So
there's
Milkman Dan
possibility.
63.
Yeah.
You know.
And
you
then,
might not have any voice left after screaming at the Sergeant Sauerkraut's Polka
And then
Band.
Big D does his show when?
Thursday nights.
Okay,
He'll be on Thursday, we think. And then Kim and Jason Escape Adulthood on Wednesday. There's a whole bunch, and you're supposed to write this all up. That's what they say in the comments.
Oh, and I should have... Do I have to do that each time?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. Somehow we'll do that. See, if we had an extra techie person, we could quick shoot that out. Actually, maybe I can do that this time.
So we gotta get out to the polka picnic. So we'll see you out there. See you on Facebook this afternoon. Facebook on the Fest for Beatles Fans. And no, we'll see you in just a few minutes. And then that's our show for today. See you next week. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you haven't already done so, click on that handsome face in the middle of the donut and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I don't see anything. And if you missed any episodes or you just want to watch them again and again, click on the playlist listed right below.